Hello and welcome everyone. Today we will talk about the city of Canals. Do you know that city? In this video, we will know more about this city. Please stay with us till the end, so that you will come to know Venice and its fantasy. Geographically, Venice is a city in northeastern Italy, and the capital of the Veneto region. It is built on a group of 118 small islands, that are separated by canals, and linked by over 400 bridges. The islands are in the shallow Venetian lagoon, an enclosed bay lying between the mouths of the Po and the Piave rivers. In 2020, almost 258,685 people resided in the Comune di Venezia, of whom around 55,000 live in the historical city of Venice. Together with Padua and Treviso, the city is included in the Padua, Treviso, Venice metropolitan area. The name is derived from the ancient Veneti people, who inhabited the region. By the 10th century BC, the city was historically the capital of the Republic of Venice. For over a millennium, from 697 to 1797, it was a major financial and maritime power during the Middle Ages and Renaissance, and a staging area for the Crusades and the Battle of Lepanto, as well as an important center of commerce, especially silk, grain, and spice, and of art. From the 13th century to the end of the 17th, the city-state of Venice is considered to have been the first real international financial center, emerging in the 9th century and reaching its greatest prominence in the 14th century. This made Venice a wealthy city throughout most of its history. After the Napoleonic Wars and the Congress of Vienna, the Republic was annexed by the Austrian Empire, until it became part of the Kingdom of Italy in 1866, following a referendum held as a result of the Third Italian War of Independence. Venice has been known as La Dominante, or La Serenissima, which means Queen of the Adriatic, City of Water, City of Masks, City of Bridges, the Floating City, and City of Canals. The lagoon and a part of the city are listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Parts of Venice are renowned for the beauty of their settings, their architecture, and artwork. Venice is known for several important artistic movements, especially during the Renaissance period, and has played an important role in the history of instrumental and operatic music, and is the birthplace of Baroque composers Tommaso Albinoni and Antonio Vivaldi. Although the city is facing some challenges, including an excessive number of tourists and problems caused by pollution, tide peaks, and cruise ships sailing too close to buildings, Venice remains a very popular tourist destination, a major cultural center, and has been ranked many times the most beautiful city in the world. It has been described by the Times Online as one of Europe's most romantic cities, and by the New York Times as undoubtedly the most beautiful city built by man, although no surviving historical records deal directly with the founding of Venice. Tradition and the available evidence have led several historians to agree that the original population of Venice consisted of refugees from nearby Roman cities, such as Padua, Aquileia, Treviso, Altino, and Concordia, as well as from the undefended countryside, who were fleeing successive waves of Germanic and Hun invasions. The Republic of Venice was founded in 697, after the decline of the Roman Empire, by people escaping from Germanic invasions. People fled from the mainland to the small islands in the lagoon, which were difficult to reach and easy to defend. Since then, the Republic lasted more than a millennium, until 1797. At the beginning, the Republic was under the influence of the Byzantine Empire, but it gradually became independent. During the centuries, the Republic of Venice has dominated the trade routes on the Mediterranean Sea. From Asia to Africa, it became a rich merchant republic, home to a wealthy merchant class. Along with commercial success, Venice was also a leading military power, whose territories were spreading from North Italy to Greece. The lands, once owned by Venice, belong now to 7 different countries: Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Montenegro, Albania, Greece, and Cyprus, it is easy to recognize a land owned by Venice, from its universal symbol, the Lion of St. Mark. The railway reached Venice. In 1846, however, Venice did not prosper under Austrian rule. In 1848 revolutions swept Europe and Venice rose in rebellion against the Austrians. For a short period, Daniele Manin became president of an independent Venice. However, Austrian forces bombarded the city and Venice was forced to surrender in August 1849. Yet in 1866 the Austrians were defeated by the Prussians, and Venice was allowed to join the new nation of Italy. In the late 19th century, Venice flourished as a port and a manufacturing center. Then in 1933 Mussolini built a road from the mainland to Venice. During the Second World War, Venice was undamaged by fighting but the Jewish population was deported. In 1966 Venice suffered a severe flood but the city soon recovered. Today tourism is the mainstay of Venice. However, the population of Venice has fallen sharply since the mid-19th century. In 2020, the population of Venice was 261,000. What is the main transportation of Venice? How do the people in Venice go from a place to place? Venice is famous for its unique transportation system, which is based on the canals that span the city. It's one of the most glamorous cities to explore with its gondolas, vaporettos, and water taxis. The Vaporetto is the public transport inside Venice. The water buses are going up and down on the Grand Canal and to the surrounding islands. Perfect transportation in Venice if you need to go from one point to another, and gondola more than a proper way of getting around the city. The gondola is an experience, and a tourist attraction in its own right. Routes and prices vary and are usually agreed upon on the spot with each gondolier. Finally, have you ever been to Venice? Or, are you planning to visit in the future? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends.